Welcome everybody. This is another walkthrough, this time for Hack the Box Business CTF 2023. This challenge is the Lazy Ballot walkthrough, or the walkthrough for the Lazy Ballot web challenge. Let's go ahead and dive on in. So I've gone ahead and downloaded all the files for it already. But we are, as I said, working on Lazy Ballot, and I got the thing started. I already have the files downloaded and opened up. So if we start out looking at index.js, because it's all in JavaScript, we can see that there is quite a few different routes we can look at, but most of them we don't really get too far. You see there's a /login, logout, dashboard, and then you can see some API endpoints. That's where I kind of started digging into. So the one that I was looking at was the API login. Basically it's saying, hey, if there's no username or no password 403, if the login user doesn't respond, invalid username and password, else it will authenticate. So it seems kind of a little too easy. And if you look at the database at the login user, it is actually just passing that username and password directly into the selector. So we do have, and you can see that this is using CouchDB, which is a form of NoSQL. So it looks like we're going to be looking at a NoSQL injection here. So I went ahead and I downloaded Postman, and we'll go ahead and just start a new HTTP request. Let's go ahead and grab our URL. Looks like I already had some of it, so we'll do /login. It is, as you can see, it's a post request. So if we go back to our routes, we are going to be doing a post. So we have our post request set up, and we are going to be passing in through the body. So you want to go ahead and do JSON, help with the formatting. So you do some brackets, and then we do username. And you can just validate that, hey, we're making a valid request first off by doing a password that's not going to work. Go ahead and send it. You'll see that we're getting that invalid username. So it looks like we're set to go there. So for a NoSQL injection, we can actually inject, it's not like a regular SQL where you can do like your comments and kind of work around it. But in this case, we can actually inject another JSON object here. And so we're going to say we're going to do greater than, and we're going to do greater than nothing for the password. So it should match on that. If we go ahead and send this, you'll see that we are successfully authenticated. We can check our cookies and we can get a ID here. So I'm just going to select that and copy it because we are now going to create another one over here. Oh, let's just do a duplicate. And we're going to do API, and then this one that we want to look at is the votes list. And the reason why I'm looking at votes list is if we look in the database and we look at how everything's set up, there's a bunch of regions, there's parties, there's also the flag up here. And you can see that it read it in. And if we scroll down a bit, you can see the seed votes. So it looks like it does this on startup. And sorry, my screen's bouncing around there. So it's doing the seed votes on startup, and you can see down here for the vote, it's going to apply the region. This is the only place that the flag's referenced. If the vote count, so if I equals vote count. And so we're going to be looking for this flag inside of the region field inside the database. So we want to go ahead and let's go back over here. Sorry. Index routes. So we're going to be looking at this API votes list because that's going to list all the votes and give us all the database information there. So let's just do votes list. We're going to change this to a GET request. Our body is no longer needed. We do need to go to headers and add our connect SID. And we can just paste that value in. And we can go ahead and just send that request. You see we get back our votes list, so it successfully worked, and then we can just go ahead and kind of skip to skip to the wind. Let's do search for HTB, and you can see right here we have our HTB corrupted couch ballot. We can go ahead and copy that. Go back to our field here. Oh, yep, just paste it. And bam, we have it. So there you go. Super easy. That's lazy ballot. Hope you have a good one.